the next lecture. Now let's going to see some of the problems. So problem number 2. So here there is a continuous beam and we have to draw the bending moment diagram. So support A, support B and support C. B is continuous, A is fixed and C is roller. So in the span AB there are two loads, that is 8 kilonewton and 12 kilonewton, and at span BC it is 2 kilonewton per meter UDL. So for this we have to find out the bending moment diagram. So first step is to find out the distribution factor. You know that at joint A you have member AB, and at B you have BA and BC, two things, and at C you have CB. It is not needed to mention because it have only one member. Naturally it will lead to DF1. So at B only we have to focus on. So here B and BC. So for BA the further end is fixed, so it is 4EI by L. Then at this further end it is C. At this further end it is roller support, so 3EI by L. So adding all this you will get a summation of K and then distribution factor by dividing this K divided by summation of K, this K divided by summation of K. So this is distribution factor. Then fixed end moment. So in this problem the main step I have to introduce is this fixed end moment. You can see that there are two point loads. You can see that there are 2 point loads, 8 kilonewton and 12 kilonewton. Now we know that with only one point load at a distance of A distance, you know what is the fixed end moment at A and at B. But you have now 2 point loads. So for that what we can do is first remove one of the load, that is we are going to remove W2. So only with W1 you will get MAB and MBA. Then remove W1 and add W2 and then find out the MAB and MBA. So and then add both the things because it have W1 and plus W2. So we have to add both the moments. So this is a moment due to W1 and this is moment due to W2. We have to add. This is called as principle of superposition. Principle of superposition. So here you know that it is WAB square by L square, and here it is WA square AB square. So all this 2 and all this 1. I have mentioned here the denominations. You can see that A1 is 2 meters, A2 is 5 meters. You can see here it is actually this is 3 meters. This is not 2, this is 3. So here it is 2 meters. So here B1, so A1 is 2 meters and B1 is 5 meters. For this A2 is 5 meters and B2 is 2 meters. So similarly W1 is 8 kilonewton and W2 is 12 kilonewton. Total length is 6 meters. So like this I have it is 7 meters. So like this I have mentioned and I have added everything. So it becomes MAB and then here MBC. So this is the only term it is introduced from the previous problem. So all others are the same steps. Then you have to draw this diagram. For B it is distribution factor and C it is 1. In this case C has a roller, so it should become 0, and here FEM is applied. So here I have to take the difference and the difference into multiply the distribution factor and apply here. Here the difference is 10.67 21.11 minus 10.67, it becomes plus some value and multiply by 4 by 7, you will get 5.96, and multiply that value, multiply the difference with 3 by 7, you will get 4.47. Then this is called as unbalancing moment. For balancing moment, and the negative of this thing. So here it is fixed end, so no balancing moment. Here it is a roller, so we have to balance this. So balancing moment is negative of this, so it should become 0. Then after carryover, here it is fixed end, so 50% is carry out here. Here it is a roller, so 0%, and here this value is 50% because this is continuous beam, as it is continuous support. Then add FEM, balancing moment and carryover, and you will get these things. Again you have some difference. So again this differences you will have minus some value. So that value into 4 by 7, it is minus 3.04, and the value into 3 by 7 you will get 2.28 minus. So after that, here it is unbalanced is 0 0, and here balancing also it is 0. The negative of these values are plus. Then carry over, here only 50%, and here it is 0% because here it is roller and here it is fixed. So finally you will get the following things. So after getting the thing, you have to draw the bending moment diagram without the end moments. So for AB it is point load. Point load means all the things are straight lines. So we have to find out the bending moment at each ends. So this is a normal thing, and this is for UDL, and then this is the end moment. By adding both the things, you will get this combined bending moment diagram. Then well, let's see with the next problem. And in this problem you can see that AB span is having 2 EI and BC span is having only 1 EI, which means that there are two different cross section areas or two different materials has been applied here for AB and BC. So how to solve here? You can see that while adding the distribution factor, you have to multiply 2 for AB span because it has the double the times of EA. So 4 EA is for the stiffness, and it should be multiplied by 2, and here for BA also it is multiplied by 2. For BC it is only 1 EI, so you are applying only 1 EI here, that is 3A by L. So here EI is 1 EI, here the EI is 2 EI, so I'm multiplying by 2. So this is the difference in applying this different EI values. So what are the changes? For AB and BA alone you will apply not EI, instead of that you will apply 2 EI. For BC and CB you will apply only EI. So with this you will get the distribution factor, and then as usual you will get the fixed end moments for AB, BA, BC and CB. Then after that, using this table, we have to find out here minus 75, 75, minus 180 and 60. So unbalancing is the difference, and multiply by the distribution factor, you will get minus 60 and minus 40. Then balancing, so in this case here it is roller and here it is roller, so it should be balanced. So minus 75 plus 75 plus 60 minus 60. Also here minus 60 it is plus 60, minus 45 plus 45. So 50% sorry, here it is, as it is a roller and here it is roller, 0% and 0% is distributed, and here 75 is carried over 50% and this minus 60 carried over 50%, so minus 30 and minus plus 37.5. So adding FEM, balance moment and carry over, so 75 plus 60 plus 37.5, so 172.5. So minus 180 plus 45 minus 30, it becomes minus 165. So here it is 0 and here it is 0. After that, balancing is it is after the difference into multiplying the distribution factor 4.28 and here 3.21. So negative of that will become the balance moment. So here is 50%, here as it is here no value is coming here, no value coming here. So this is also 0% transferred here, 0%, because both the things are it is simply supported or roller. So finally adding minus 65 minus 3.21, so 172.5 minus 4.728, so finally 168.22. So here for these two are point loads, so this is a normal bending moment without end moments, and this is a bending moment for end moments. By adding these two, you will get the combined bending moment diagram. So this is the moment distribution method. Thank you.